Now that we've talked about the problem, we need to talk about some of its solutions. With the help of my personal learning network, I have come up with 4 steps to reignite the creativity at the secondary level. As we go through this, I will provide some ideas and examples of ways to incorporate creativity in the English language arts curriculum, but it can really be incorporated in any content. I am most encouraged and excited about how technology inspires creativity in our students. I have received many great responses and feedback from my PLN and encourage you to leave your notes as well. The first step in reigniting creativity is through modeling. That's right, as a teacher, it is crucial that we model creativity. What might this look like? Creative design refers to the types of lesson plans and activities we design for our students. Gone are the days of tedious worksheets. Creative solutions refers to how we deal with problems. As teachers, we go through a great number of obstacles throughout our day, and we need to demonstrate to our students that we can come up with creative solutions for them. And finally, creative exercises are fun ways to exert creativity. Some examples of the modeling step could be incorporating creative lesson plans, talking through creative troubleshooting, or engaging in creative mini-lessons or activities. For instance, here is a fun activity I do with my students when we talk about metaphors. I have a list of metaphors and I ask each student which they are like. Each question is different. So I'll ask, John, are you more like thunder or lightning? John, as well as the rest of the class, knows that the winner of the activity will be the individual with the most creative answer. It's a great fun exercise where students use creativity to answer questions and to understand responses. The second step in reigniting creativity is by giving our students choice, guided choice. By giving our students choice, they find the things that are most relevant in their lives. Relevance empowers them and gives them motivation. Choice is a very powerful thing. One of the best ways to encourage creativity is by assigning a multi-genre project, which can be incorporated in any class. As an English teacher, I would use this in place of a traditional book report. I would first allow my students to choose their own books because I want them to find a book that really speaks to them. I would give requirements for how many different genres they need to choose, and any other specifications for the assignment. Then it is up to them to put together the project and presentation. This project is a great source of creativity and motivation, and students really pour into it. A note of caution when giving students choice. Make sure you conference with students to touch base with them, support them, and encourage them, and make sure that they are at ease with all the things that needs to get done. The third step in reigniting creativity is collaboration. Group students together and give them a problem to solve and any tools they might need and watch creativity spark. Have you heard of the Marshmallow Challenge? If you have, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If you haven't, check out the link provided on the bottom of this page. When students collaborate, they are learning how to be engaged citizens while working through a project or a problem. And in their discussions, you can hear them start putting things together and build that higher order of thinking. I have created a project where my juniors partner up with 4th graders at the elementary school. Partners will choose a social issue that speaks to both of them. Partners will work together for about 8 weeks, working on projects both individually and together. 4th grade buddies will create posters, while junior buddies create the tech presentations. Then on the final day, everyone will come together and share their work. This is a type of collaboration we really need to see in our schools. It instills community, connection, encouragement, motivation, and learning that is purposeful. Students can share stories with each other, and both parties are making a difference in each other's lives. And it isn't just our students who need to collaborate. We, as teachers, need to collaborate with other teachers in and out of our content area. The fourth step in reigniting creativity is self-actualization. This step is more like how you would assess creativity, as this is something many struggle with. Creativity, like everything else in the classroom, should really have a purpose. Some examples might be that students can transfer knowledge to other areas, guide themselves through similar tasks, come up with their own inquiries, and direct themselves. A way in which I would assess my students is to see where they are on the self-actualization spectrum. I was thinking about adding a writer's portfolio as a final project where my students would reflect on their struggles and their growth throughout the trimester. Asking them to reflect on the process will demonstrate that creativity does result in learning, and that it can incorporate both convergent and divergent thinking skills. The wicked problem of creativity not being explored, encouraged, and fostered in the schools will not be easy to solve. In fact, it has been a growing wicked problem for some time now. We need to do something about it. The only way I see it is this: we can all work together to be part of a solution and be agents of much-needed change in our education system, or we can do nothing and let creativity get buried. I tell my students this all the time. I say, if you aren't part of a solution, then you're adding to the problem. And I think this is essentially the same thing. If we aren't part of the solution, we are part of the problem, and I refuse to be part of a problem. What about you?